Hey everybody, welcome to Thriving Thursday. If you missed it on my Facebook this morning, I actually did a live talking a little bit about what we're going to get into tonight, which is nutrition and supplements. So this morning I was talking about just one of the facts that I had read about 55% of all insured Americans are on prescription drugs. um, for chronic health problems and such, like high blood pressure, high cholesterol. But most of those things are preventable. So, how do we prevent these things? That's kind of the subject with nutrition and supplementation to really reach your optimal health goals. So, I want to go over a couple things. I'm looking at some notes here that I had from this morning. Um, Basically, just kind of went over, who I am and why I am that way. I'm definitely a pusher of nutrition and supplementation. I have grown up with that my whole life. My mom was an entrepreneur as well, and she was always a health advocate. And so we grew up with that. My son grew up with that. So, of course, it's now part of my life, and this is why I'm so passionate to share with everybody. So the two things that I had discussed this morning that I wanted to add before we really get into this is that it was the nutrients versus medications. So nutrients are something that already exist in our body. And medications are foreign intruders that we use temporarily to fix some things, but you might be getting some side effects from that. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit more about nutrition and supplements and why they're so important to our optimal health and maintenance. So as I was looking up some of this information to make sure that I have all the facts for you guys and everything, I started to read a little bit more about today's modern farming techniques, the lack of nutrients in the soil, pesticides that are being used if it's not 100% organic, and vegetables that are treated with sulfites so that they look fresh. So I was like, sulfites, what is sulfites even? And I started to look into that a little bit more. And I guess it really depends on what we believe in our world, about nutrition, about medications, about all the things that are especially going on right now in our world. But I found that a lot of these things are contained in our foods and our drinks. And so even the sulfates, I was like, what is that? Or sulfites? Is it sulfites? I don't know what it is. Anyway. A lot of that is in our food and drinks. And so I thought, okay, well, we'll just eliminate some of those things. And as I was looking through some of the things that have this and have other things in it that are not good for us in the long haul, right? In the long run. So coffee, popcorn. I read about something called popcorn lung. Has anybody ever heard about that? Of course, this other thing, diacetyl, I think it's called, vapors, is why e-cigarettes are bad. But some of this stuff is also found in like canned foods, pickled foods, dried fruit, potato chips, beer, wine, vegetable juice, the bottled lemon and lime juices, which I'm guilty to use those every now and then if I don't have fresh lemon or lime. And then the one that really got me was trail mix. I was like, really? Okay. So some of these things that we think are healthy for us, but they have other things, whether preservatives and such that are not good for us in the long run, right? So they're all, probably okay in small amounts, but the long-term effects is what, as a 51-year-old, that's what I'm looking at because I've obviously been ingesting these things for years. Let's see. Okay, so those are the notes that I had for that because it just blew me away as I started to really research just on Google, but just to see what's out there and the information that we could get about our food and our nutrition. It's crazy. It's crazy. But our nutrition is vital. And we have to get back to smaller portions and equal portions. So, a great way to look at, a how to, right, on our nutrition. Where do we start? Well, starting with fresh foods, starting with the size of your plate, even. I've been taught that we should be using a 9-inch plate, not these big giant plates. And we all love the restaurants that have these giant amounts of food, and it's a treat. Um, but for day to day nutrition, we should be looking at that 9-inch plate, and then just everything in quarters. So, protein, vegetables, fruit, and good healthy grains. So I'm not talking starches, I'm talking good healthy grains. Um, and if you can do without the fruit, because if you are trying to lose weight, you might want to eliminate some of the fruit for that first phase of trying to lose weight. Because fruits do have a lot of sugar, so you want to eliminate as much sugar as you can with that. Also, and then the more that you add calories and things like that, then you have to start moving a little bit more as well. Um, so getting back to our healthy, clean nutrition, smaller amounts and smaller portions on our plates, and equal portion sizes of the things that really our body needs to function. Um, we want to be able to eat nutrient dense foods to improve the health of our cells, and learning to use food instead of medicine to treat our symptoms. And this is called nutritional intervention. Sounds kind of cool, right? Sometimes we all need a little intervention. And so, why not let it be nutritional intervention? That just totally got me. And I was like so excited to hear that, because I thought, um, if we could really heal ourselves, right? Like, what is the word really broken down to? Healthy, like heal thy, right? Heal thy body. Like, we can really do it with food. Yes, it takes a little bit of learning, and it takes a little bit of, um, just finding things out that work for you as well. So it can be a little bit overwhelming. I get that, but that's what I'm here for. So if you guys don't know where to start, um, and if you guys are new to watching my YouTube channel and don't know that I'm a health coach, hey, I'm a health coach. um, but it can be very overwhelming. So I'm here to help you guys go through that if it's something that you guys really want to address in your lives and really want to learn about. Um, so how do we do this? After looking at your plate and after seeing that, okay, we need to make things smaller, and we need to go back to the basics, eating fresh fruits and vegetables. We are all hearing about organic. We've been hearing about organic for a long time. So the difference in that is, if something says that it is 100% certified organic, then it has to be 100% organic. If something says it's just organic, right? There's organic on the packaging. That only means that it's 95% organic, or has 95% organic ingredients in it. And there are other labels and things that have organic ingredients in that packaging. But it doesn't mean that everything included is organic. So you have to be careful with that. If you are able to grow your own, then that's a great way to know exactly, what kind of dirt you're using, what kind of organic pesticides and such that you're using, if any at all. And another great way to do it is to buy local. We all have our little farmers markets where people bring their fresh goods and stuff. And that is a great way to get it, because although we want to buy fresh rather than frozen or canned, etc., um, fresh in a market could mean that it was fresh at one point, but then it sat in a warehouse for a few weeks before it got to your market. So we have to be really careful with that. And, if you want to take it to that extra step, then that's what we need to look at, is looking at those things and trying to get fresh as we can. Um, and sorry, my phone is going crazy, but I'm trying to look at my notes at the same time. So once you've conquered all the shopping and eating, how do we keep that going? So, taking extra nutrients is super important, and that's a part of maintaining your health. So, if you have learned how to use nutrition to get yourself healthy, then what do we do next, right? We know that we have to add movement to that. But the next part to maintaining your health is to add extra nutrients into your body. And a scientist named Linus Pauling coined this phrase as orthomolecular, which is the process of providing optimal amounts of substances that are already in the body. So the things that I'm going to talk to you guys about a little bit, and again, if you want to know more about this, you guys can always go onto my Instagram and onto my my link tree there and with me to go over specifics for you individually. So I welcome you guys to do that, to follow me on Instagram it's on this side. And you'll see, I'll put it in the comments below if I can, but it is Yvette _ Osborne _ oh wait, nope. Yvette _ P _ Osborne _ health at Instagram. So you guys can always connect with me there to talk more in detail about this. But talking about those vitamins and things that we already have, the nutrients that we already have in our body that we want to add to, right? So let's talk about vitamins and antioxidants. Fish oil forever and ever has been something that we need to have in our bodies. Fiber, probiotics, phytonutrients such as resveratrol and curcumin are all supplements that we need to be adding along with our daily vitamins, vitamins A through E and K. So there are a lot of things that we can add. We could do a multivitamin. I personally like to use tincture formed water soluble supplements because I know that I'm getting 100% of that instead of maybe getting 10% from a capsule or something that we're used to getting at a nutrition store or at a Walmart of all places. We should not be getting our vitamins at those places. But if that's what you're used to, again, reach out to me and we can talk about the difference between that and tincture forms and water soluble vitamins and nutrients. So I honestly can go on and on and on about this, but each of us is very, very different. And, we have different needs, different daily needs. So let's talk about that. Let's connect and talk about that. But you guys, it's so important to really know where you want to be. And all of this is about longevity. Okay. We don't do things just for tomorrow. We don't do things, without thinking about where am I going to be and how do I want to feel in the future. I just met with a dear friend of mine today and we were talking about just that. And at this point in her life, she doesn't want to feel the pain anymore. She doesn't want to feel the discomfort of inflammation or arthritis or anything like that. And unfortunately, in our mad Okay. Really, it's called MAD. And I totally just blanked on what it is, but it's an American diet, something American diet. Um, we are not getting the nutrients that we need. We're not able to have our food unless we're really, really, really good, detailed, getting super, super fresh, organic things. Um, the foods that we're used to eating are causing the inflammation. There are so many other things that we are dealing with, stressors, oxidative stress from outside things, from pesticides on our lawn, you know, bags from the dry cleaners, all sorts of different things that we are getting into our homes, right? I mean, just think, this is a whole nother Thriving Thursday subject, but just think about what comes into your home on the bottom of your shoes. All of that dirt and God knows what, right, is coming into your home. This is causing bacterias and sicknesses and things that could be happening in our homes. So just being very careful with all of those other stressors that are causing inflammation in our body, because inflammation is our friend when we need it, but when it is a chronic inflammation issue, that's when it starts to wreak havoc on our bodies. So I just wanted to come and share that with you guys today. Because why is it even a Thriving Thursdays subject? Because I and my body is thriving right now. At 51 years old, you guys, I have never felt better. And I remember how I felt at 36, and I was a hot mess. I drank every day. I ate very heavy comfort foods every day, thinking that I was being the good girlfriend or the good wife, you know, and really, really hurt my body and took myself to a place of massive obesity, heart problems, back problems, all sorts of things. And now I'm not dealing with those things because I am, you know, advocating health not only for myself, but for my friends and family. So I would love to be there for you guys. If you guys have any questions about what I just went over, I know it went kind of quick because I like to keep these pretty short. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to me on Instagram on that, uh, on my link in the profile. There is my link tree where you can set an appointment to be able to chat with me about your health and where you want to be, because I would love to share more with you and help you and guide you to finding your optimal health with the same things that I was able to find my optimal health. So thank you again for watching, you guys. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. I like to come to you every Thursday with Thriving Thursdays. But as you will notice on my channel, I love a lot of things. And so I am uploading other videos as well. And it helps me to create a whole lifestyle of no stress and having a good time and enjoying the life that I've been able to maintain for the last almost 4 years now since I started my health journey. So I hope to see you guys again, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.